the mission that won't let you quit. Hey, welcome to 4Men Mastery. And today we're breaking down one of the most important questions every man faces sooner or later. You start something of your own, a blog, a business, a channel, a project, and everything's great until that moment hits when you just don't want to at all. When instead of sitting down to work, you are drawn to the couch, to Netflix, anywhere but the task at hand. And you hear two completely opposite opinions. Some say, if it's really your thing, it should always feel easy, no friction. Others say, only 5% of people actually make it, because not everyone is willing to push through. Who's right? Let's figure it out, and I'll give you an honest answer on how this actually works. Step 1. You need a goal that fires you up. Picture yourself at the very beginning. Say you decided to launch a YouTube channel or start an online project. At the start, 90% of the work is stuff you either don't understand yet or flat out don't enjoy. Editing, thumbnails, scripts, setting up a website, responding to comments, it all lands on your shoulders at once. So here is the question. What's going to make you do all of it? Not someday, right now, when there are no results yet, no money, no audience. There is only one answer, an inspiring goal. Not, I want more money, but a specific, vivid picture of where you are heading. Something like, I make videos, I live wherever I want, I answer to no one, and it pays me. If that picture genuinely excites you, you'll do even the things you don't enjoy, because you understand what it's all for. Now imagine the opposite. You are working somewhere you ended up by accident, with no real goal. The only reason you show up is to not go broke. Are you growing there? Are you leveling up your skills on your own without anyone pushing you? Probably not. You do exactly enough to not get fired. Not because you are a bad person, just because here is no point in doing more. There is no goal pulling you forward. The takeaway is simple. Without an inspiring goal, any work turns into survival. With one, even the most boring task becomes a step forward. Step 2. At the start, you do everything, and that's normal. All right, you started. You have the goal. You have the energy. And then you realize you have to figure out editing yourself, come up with ideas yourself, make thumbnails yourself, reply to every comment yourself, and basically build everything from scratch. That's not a mistake, it's a necessity. Until you've gone through the whole process yourself, you don't understand how it works, which means you won't be able to clearly explain to someone else what you need from them when the time comes to delegate. Imagine you are launching a clothing line. At the very beginning, you are personally hunting for fabric suppliers, finding someone to manufacture, figuring out the website, choosing the logo font, every single detail. And even on launch day, you are sitting there spending an hour choosing between two almost identical fonts because there is nobody else to do it. But that's exactly how you figure out what you enjoy and what you don't, what you are naturally good at, and what you'll be ready to hand off to someone else down the line. Step 3. Gradually, keep only what you love. Over time, as the first results come in, the first money, the first real understanding of the system, you get a choice. You start to see, this I actually enjoy, and that, I figured it out, I can explain it, but I don't want to keep doing it myself. This is where the magic starts. Editing. You hand it to someone who's great at it. Scripts. If writing them yourself doesn't excite you, you find someone who can. Customer support. Delegated. What used to eat up 80% of your time now runs without you, and you keep that 10% that nobody can do in your place, the part where you are irreplaceable. For some people, that's filming and connecting with the audience. For others, it's strategy and ideas. For others, it's negotiations and sales. That's your zone, the place where you are fully in it and delivering your best. That's exactly where you are headed, step by step, cutting away what doesn't serve you and keeping only what lights you up. But even in your favorite work, there will be don't want to moments. Honestly, even when you are doing something you genuinely love, there are days when you don't want to do anything at all. You know you need to sit down and write a script, or record a video, or get on a call, but inside, total resistance. And here is the important thing to understand. That doesn't mean you chose the wrong path. It doesn't mean you should drop everything. It's just part of the process. Say you need to sit down and write scripts for a video series. You kind of have the ideas, the title is there, but actually sitting down and working through every thought, that's hard. Your brain resists. It feels like all the good ideas are already used up. But you know, It felt exactly like this 100 times before, and every time you sat down, started, and something came out. Often the best stuff you'd ever made. So in those moments, don't ask yourself, do I want to do this or not? Ask something different. Will I be glad I did this by the end of the day? The answer is almost always yes. You know that feeling, when you've been grinding all week, and on Friday evening you sit down at a restaurant with the people you love and just enjoy it, because the rest is earned. That's a different feeling, completely different from when you skipped a day for no reason. Find that balance for yourself, and you'll understand how real motivation works. When goals are achieved, 3 false paths. Now let's talk about something people rarely say out loud. Sooner or later you reach what you've been chasing. Money's there, recognition's there, family, apartment, car, freedom, everything that seemed like the top. And suddenly, emptiness. Not bad exactly. Just, is that it? Is this the finish line? This is the moment you realize. Emotional triggers are temporary. I'll earn $1 million and be happy. I'll buy the apartment and life will fall into place. I'll win that girl and everything will make sense. You get there and realize nothing really changed. Just a new level, new problems. At this point, you face 3 temptations. The first, give up and just exist. Go with the flow, maintain what's already there, stop moving forward. Stagnation is quiet, but it's very real. The second, chase thrills on the side. Gambling, betting, alcohol, whatever it takes to recapture that old feeling of excitement and passion. It's an attempt to get back what you lost, but you won't find it there. The third, look for novelty in relationships. Affairs, cheating, new connections, trying to find the old fire somewhere it never existed. All 3 paths lead nowhere, and you feel it even while you are on one of them, because it's not what you actually want. The fourth path. Mission as a perpetual engine. This is exactly what we talk about at 4Men Mastery. The fourth path, the one that actually works. Mission. Not a goal with a deadline, not a dream about a specific thing, but a big problem you are solving with your life. The large idea you are here for. Here's the difference between a goal and a mission. A goal ends, saved $1 million, and that's it, the $1 million is there. A mission doesn't, because a mission isn't a finish line. It's a direction. It's the path you walk every single day, and it's always ahead of you. When you have a mission, you understand why you are taking every step. Not because I need to earn, not because I'll prove them wrong. Because it's yours. It's what you were built for. And that's exactly why this energy source can't run dry. It's not outside you, it's inside. Your mission shifts a little over time, grows with you, gets refined, updated, but it always stays yours. And any moment when things are hard, when you don't feel like it, when it seems pointless, you come back to it, and it gives you the answer to why. How to find your mission right now. All right, sounds great. But how do you actually find it? Especially if you are just at the beginning and have no idea yet what you want to do. Start with a simple question. What genuinely angers you about this world? What do you want to change? What problem, in your own life or in the lives of people around you, do you want to solve? Don't look for the perfect wording straight away. A mission isn't born in a day. It's shaped by your experience, your wins and losses, what you've tried and learned. Start moving toward what lights you up, and gradually the picture will get clear. And when it does get clear, you'll realize you are no longer dependent on your mood, on do I feel like it or not, on other people's approval, because you have your own why, and that's far stronger than any external motivation. Wrap up. How this works in practice. Let's pull it all together. Here is what this path looks like in real life. At the start, you find a goal that genuinely fires you up. It gives you the energy to do everything, even the stuff you don't enjoy. In the process, you figure everything out yourself, build experience, understand what's yours and what isn't. As you grow, you delegate, automate, and keep only what you are irreplaceable at and what you genuinely love doing. When goals are reached, you don't stop and you don't go chasing thrills on the side. Instead, you go deeper into your mission. In the end, you have a perpetual engine running inside you. A mission that doesn't end, doesn't run out, and doesn't depend on outside circumstances. You no longer wait for the right mood. You don't wait for inspiration to strike randomly. You know why you get up in the morning. And that knowledge is stronger than any trigger, any external motivation. So, here is the honest answer to the question we started with. No, it doesn't always have to be easy. And no, you don't have to suffer constantly. The truth is in the middle, and it's called a mission. Find yours, and you'll never run out of energy to keep moving forward. If this video was useful, hit the like button. It helps the channel grow. Drop a comment. Have you already found your mission, or are you still searching? I genuinely want to read your thoughts. Subscribe to 4Men Mastery. This is where we break down what actually matters for a man who is building himself. See you in the next one. Keep moving forward.